Hey, I got a comment from one of my readers, Arina, on video 94, which I recorded just a few days ago. And it's quite long, but let me quote it. She's saying, I see the tendency of large companies to work with full-timers, not with freelancers. The reason is the freelancers cannot co-work and communicate with each other. Legacy products of these companies are so dependent and cross-integrated, difficult, and also not so well and documented. Freelancers prefer to work alone, so it's impossible to resolve large number of problems with the code, functionality, integration, and infrastructure. The point is to develop well, document everything, make things simple and clear, but it's so far from the reality. I totally agree. I agree that this is the reality, this is the situation, that some companies, many companies, they have legacy products and the products are in most cases close to garbage, which was created before, which they already invested money into, and they cannot just throw it away. They need to live with this product and they need more people and they need new people to do something with this software to support it. And then they have a choice to work with full-timers or freelancers. And that's a huge difference. And when I talk about freelancers, when I say freelancers, I don't mean people which work remotely, which stay at home and get full-time salary anyway. I'm talking about contractors who work for result and then get paid by result. Those are freelancers. And we have full-timers who get money per month. So that's two categories. Either programmers are paid per month for the time they spend, or they're paid for the results they deliver. And of course, the way that you manage them, the way they work is completely different way, especially when we're talking about legacy code, about something which we already have, which is the code which is of low quality, let's be honest. Full-timers, of course, are better in this case because you can rely on their existence with you, with your project tomorrow and the day after and the year after. To some extent, of course, they can quit as well, but you can sort of rely on their existence. And you can rely on their learning of the code they have in front of them. So you can get a new programmer, you can put that programmer in the office to make that person to sit in front of the computer for 6 months, let's say. And then that programmer will learn, no matter what happens, but they will learn what's going on with the code and they will somehow support that code. Of course, with problems, of course, they will complain, they will get frustrated, they will get stressed. All of that will happen, but you're gonna give them some good salaries, you're gonna give them a coffee machine, you're gonna give them a nice office, you're gonna give them some motivational meetings, something like that, and they will stay with you more or less, and they will support the garbage which you inherited from the previous teams or years of working, of creating the product. On the case of freelancers, it's going to be a completely different story. You're going to give them that garbage and they will look at it and they will say, we don't like this and that, and you need to give us better documentation, you need to prepare that stuff for us better. If you don't want to do it yourself, then we can do it for you, but you're going to pay us for that. We don't like this piece of code, we need this refactoring here, you pay for that, we refactor, and then we can move forward. So they will be kind of aggressive. Let's put it this way. They will not be on your side. They will be fighting for their own interests because they're getting money for the results. And in order to deliver results, they need to know the scope of their work. They need to know the boundaries of what they are delivering and what are you paying for. And that's why to define those boundaries, they will always be in a conflict with the code. And they will complain about this piece, that piece, and you will improve those pieces and the code will become better, but it will be painful. It will be more painful for you than for them. In case of full-timers, it's easier for you, but it's more difficult for programmers. The question is which way you decide to go. If you are the owner of the business, if you have some legacy code, so you need to decide which people, which group of people, which category of people you're going to work with. Are they going to be full-timers and then you will expect no high quality from them, no better code than you had before from them? You can expect from them stability and predictability to some extent. While from freelancers, you will expect improvements. You will expect a step forward from what you had before. Just like Arina is saying that of course, the point is to develop well, document everything, and make things simple and clear and all of that. Freelancers will make sure this will happen with your code, because otherwise they're not going to work. Otherwise, they will just complain and quit, and you will have to pay them for the complaints. You will have to pay them for improvements. You will have to listen to what they're saying, and you will have to invest some money to remove the technical debt from your code base, to resolve all the knowledge gaps from your code, resolve the problems which are staying here for years, for months. They will complain about them, and they will make you pay for resolving them. Full-timers, they will still complain, of course, but you don't need to pay for that. You can just ignore their complaints and keep pushing them. So in case of full-timers, you should expect people to be less professional, to be less motivated, to be less interested in high quality development. They are good people for maintaining the garbage you have and keeping it the same quality as you had before. Freelancers are the people who will improve you, who will move you to the higher level of quality than you have now. So answering your question, Arina, I think that you're right, but it's a choice of the business. The business has to decide which way to go, either to stay where you stay and keep the code at the same level, or make a step forward. I hope I managed to answer the question. Thanks for listening. Stay tuned. Bye-bye.